Hi guys, I'm Ghost Jones and welcome to the Ghost Jones YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what took me so long and my life's journey this past month. The changes that I have been through, the growth that I have experienced within these last 5 to 6 weeks. Oh my God. Like, besides all of that, I am super excited to finally be coming to you guys and finally be able to speak with you all. Like, I think that this is the start of a good thing, an amazing thing, like something that's going to go on forever and just really grow and expand from here, because I'm literally at rock bottom right now. So, like, let's just get into it. All right, so where do I even begin on this thing? First off, sorry for the quality because I had to record on my phone, but whatever. I don't know. Bear with me. I think that I'm just gonna like ramble and hopefully it'll all make sense. Sorry if it doesn't. Charge it to my head, not my heart. But I am a 22-year-old artist. I say artist because I don't really want to confine myself to like one form of art, because I'm just the type of person where I want to try everything. I want to do everything. Like, nothing is really off limits for me. So I guess that's just like why I say that. But what I really like to do is I like to design clothes. It's really, really fun. I did this jacket myself. I'm proud of my jacket. I've made a couple other pieces. You have seen them on my Instagram. You have seen them on my body. And you may have seen them on some other people. Like, I've done a couple things for like a few people here and there. Nothing major. That's what I'm on right now. What else do I like to do? Like, I like to do so much. I guess just like your average 22-year-old. Like, I want to go out, I want to drink, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to make YouTube videos. Clearly. So let's talk about this channel and exactly why it has taken me like forever. Last year, I was like super dissatisfied with my life. I was like extremely depressed. Why? Because it was my junior year in college. I literally didn't want to be at the school that I was at. I didn't want to be living in the city that I was living in. I didn't want to be living in the state that I was living in. I didn't want to be working the job that I was working. I didn't want to be doing anything that I was doing. And I literally just had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you can either live like this or you can live like that. The only thing that is separating you from being successful is you being willing and able to take a risk. That stuck with me for a long time. So I left school. My fall semester of last year was my last semester. I was like, I don't want to be here. Peace. Told my job, I don't want to be here. Peace. Told my mom, I don't want to be here. Peace. That was probably the scariest thing that I have ever done. It was the right thing to do. It was just extremely scary. And I just had to like break out of my shell. So I called my aunt and I told her that I was no longer in school and that I wanted to move to Atlanta and would she be okay with me living with her. And she was so gracious and so kind enough to let me live with her. I am so thankful. I love her so much for that, because she really didn't have to. She really didn't have to understand the situation, but she did, and she opened her doors to me. And I was really happy about it. I came up with the idea of starting a clothing line and starting a blog and a YouTube channel, all called Ghost Denim. Mainly because I wanted to create a space where like I could come and talk to other people about their art and talk about my art, talk about life, talk about current events, talk about pop culture. Like nothing is off limits. I really just wanted a space like where I could express myself and others could express themselves. Yeah. In so many words, that's literally what Ghost Denim is. That's what the blog is. That's what the YouTube channel is. That's what the clothing line is. Like it's all just like a big form of self-expression and a big form of like appreciation for everyone else. Okay, so once I got to Atlanta, I found a job. I was just working at this like clothing store and I was barely making any money, honey. Oh my gosh. Like I wasn't making enough to like really invest in my art, but I was just like, yeah, I'm living on edge. Like I'm doing the damn thing. And then I just got to a point where I looked at the numbers and I was like, if you want to
start a blog, start a YouTube channel, start a clothing line, have proper equipment, have a sewing machine, have your own place to stay, this ain't the one for you.
So I basically left that job and then I went to another one. So I had a new job, I was making more money, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Like I can finally do the stuff that I needed to do. Like, so I saved up money and I bought a camera, I bought a backlight, I bought a ring light, I bought a backdrop, I bought a new computer. Like literally I went to Target and bought like a $200 camera that flat out sucked. But it was all I could really afford at the time. And I was like, okay, like you can start now. I was wrong. I was wrong as fuck. So I had finally started recording for my YouTube channel, and like hella technical difficulties like set me back, and I got so frustrated, I got so irritated. Literally I was better off just recording on my phone, but I had like this complex in my mind where I was like,
I'm not gonna be one of those people who starts their channel on their phone. Like I want to be as professional as possible, again, because I was comparing myself to other people. And like,
had I not been so hard-headed, I probably could have came to you guys a lot faster. So I returned the camera and then I bought a new camera and I started recording again. I recorded my videos and my the computer that I bought didn't have enough storage. So then I was literally like even more pissed off. So I was like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get a MacBook. Still didn't learn from the first time. Still ignoring that. Like I'm just like, you know,
I'm gonna give these guys the best quality possible. Like Ghost Jones is not going to be giving y'all no rinky dink, no sucky camera quality. Like y'all not gonna watch my videos and
whatever. So after that I started recording again. So then I got into a car accident. Like literally the most traumatizing car accident I have ever been in my entire life. I had to Uber and like take public transportation like the train for an entire so that set me back hella. One day I was sitting in my Uber and we were about to go pick somebody else up, and I was like, okay, you know, like whatever, this is just what we do. We're on the way to pick up the person, and it's like, we're gonna pick up Darian. So I'm like, okay, whoever the hell this is, like, let's just go. So Darian gets in the car, and I look at him, and he's literally a familiar face. He's Darian Isaac from YouTube. So what was so crazy about it was I had met him before. I was in Midtown. I think I was just standing in front of like 10th and Piedmont or something, and he was standing outside, and I had made my little denim bag, and I was so proud of my bag. Like, I was wearing my bag everywhere, and he saw me, and he saw my bag, and he was like, oh, this bag is really cool. And I was like, oh, thank you, I made it myself, whatever. And he was like, oh, well, I want you to make me one. So we exchanged like medias. And he gets in the car, and I was like, oh shit, here he is. Like, now I kind of feel bad that I didn't do the bag because I ended up running into him again. So we talked about it, and he kind of beat my head in about the bag, and he was actually serious. I'm sorry. So we got into conversation about his YouTube channel, and then I was telling him that, oh, like, I'm trying to start my own as well. Like, I'm trying to start my blog and get these things up and running. And he was like, okay, cool. And I was telling him like, oh, I got all this equipment or whatever. And he looked at me and he was like, why do you have all of this equipment? I'm like, what do you mean? So he was like, people literally start off like sitting on the floor, like recording on their phones, talking. And I was like, boy, no, I'm not gonna do that. So he was like, you need to take out your camera and just record yourself on your phone and just literally upload it. Like, you need to just start from there. So in hindsight, I probably should have listened to him. He was right. I'm sorry, Darian, if you're watching this, you were right. I'm recording on my phone, whatever. So I went to a party, and it was just like a LGBTQ party for people of color or whatever. And I am like a very spiritual person. I do believe in spirits. I do believe in the supernatural. And I think that there has just been like too much evidence and proof for us not to believe that the supernatural doesn't exist, because technically religion is supernatural. So me and this guy, we were talking just about life and what we want to do, and he started talking about his sixth sense, and then we got into the supernatural situations, and then he was like, okay, well, I have a message for you. And I was like, oh God, what is it? So he was like, you know, yeah, you want to start all these things, but do you think that you being a perfectionist is holding you back? But I say all of that to say sometimes, like, I think that you can put a lot more on yourself than what's necessarily needed. I was moving extremely too fast, and I had some really unrealistic expectations, and I just wasn't, I guess, ready. Like, this wasn't the perfect time. Like, had I just listened, I probably wouldn't have had to endure those things. What else? I guess I'm just gonna like end the video right here. And I don't know, I kind of want to hear everybody's stories, like, about things that they have done, and like whatever, like, their mental breakthroughs were. What are like some self-realizations? What are like some situations that were like similar to mine? I don't want to like get too far off subject. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and my crazy ass. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. I'm going to put the links to all of my social medias below. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, leave a comment, DM me, email me, put a message in a bottle, throw it in the ocean, send it by a pigeon, a courier, I don't know, but let me know. Like, I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.